Good morning, knitters. How's everybody this morning? It is cold, damp, and looks like it will rain at any second. So I thought I'd get out here and try to record before it did start raining. Hi, welcome to Recreational Knitting Podcast, Vlogmas number 10. Sign for 10. Yes, this is December the 10th, 2022, and I am Karen, the hostess of this podcast, if that's what you want to call it. Anyway, I welcome all of you new people that decided to stop and share a few seconds with us, and I'd appreciate it if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, please hit that subscribe button, and then hit the bell for notifications when I go and upload a new video. We're having some internet problems, so hopefully this will get up on the 10th of December. Let's hope so. Yeah, that's one of the problems of being on the road, is that internet, well, I guess that's everybody, but internet can come and go. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, those of you that have been with me for a long time, I appreciate you coming back and watching. It still amazes me that you're here and want to share some of your knitting day and time with me. I appreciate it. I hope that you're knitting on something that brings you joy and peace. That's all we can hope for. This is a crazy world, and we need to find our peace and our joy within our hobby and craft. So I'm hoping that you're knitting something wonderful and that it will bring you some warmth this winter or next winter if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. Today I'm not wearing anything knitted. I'm wearing my Yellowstone National Park shirt, and I do have the first pair of socks I ever knitted on my feet, and they're hysterical. I'll show you those sometime. I think I have, but you know, it really deserves another go round because they are hideous, but they are very warm. So, well, let's get on. I'm not doing any yarny knit advent calendars. I have a little FOMO, I have to say, but I'm getting over it and I'm moving on because I have a chocolate advent calendar, and chocolate cures it all. So I've got that one needs to come out. Yeah, some of these are pushed back in. I'm trying to find number 10. Yeah, not seeing it, not finding it. I found 11, 16, 12. What, are you kidding me? They're not giving me a 10? That can't be. Oh, it's right here. Merry Christmas. This belongs to me. It says, brr, wrap up, warm. And inside there is a scarf. Can you see the little snowman with the scarf on it? Notice how a knitter automatically sees the scarf and not the snowman. Yes. Yeah, signs of a true knitter. Yes. Anyway, and I have a little snowman right here. I guess he's got a scarf. I don't know. What do you think? I can see his carrot nose. And again, I'll wait and have that a little bit later because I'm going to have a cup of tea when I get back in there. And I have not yet done today's, but I'm caught up without doing today's. This has been fun. Some of them are very easy and most are just mediums, but having fun. So I'll get to do 3 of those yet today. As far as knitting, showing knitting on a daily basis, really, it's hard because you don't have a lot of time for doing all the knitting stuff, but I'll show you what I have accomplished. I think this is, give me a second to get that yarn out of the way. This is where I was yesterday, and I've knit this part of the sock, and it's a 3x1 rib. I think this is probably going to be a shorty. So I did make a little progress with that yesterday. Not a lot, but you know, it's better than one row. So I don't know what yarn this is. I'd be glad to tell you. I looked up pack-a-peds on Little Knits last night. I'm not sure that's the same yarn. I don't know what it is. It's lovely though. I wish I knew so I could buy more, because this is really quite lovely. It's likely a, I don't know. But it feels great. It's nice and cushy without being too cushy, because you know there's some stability in there with some nylon. So that's where I got yesterday, and I'm putting that in my unnamed Etsy shop, which is one of my favorite bags. And I always have a pair of socks in here going for somebody. Those are for me. I like my, I have a couple that probably need some darning very soon, and I don't know how to do that, so yeah. And then this is my take on the Advent yarny things that you guys probably are doing. And this is the Habitation Throw by Helen Stewart. Here's where I was yesterday when I showed you, right here. So I've put maybe an inch of work into that. And this is what I'm currently using. So that'll be one more row. And then what I do is I just go into the bag and grab something. And unless it's the same yarn, I just keep at it. There's no rhyme or reason to any of this. So, and I think it's turning out lovely. I love scrap. I've always liked scrap quilts. I've made, you know, many of those over the years. And this just is really nice. Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm happy with the way that's turning out. And I've gotten through quite a bit of yarn this way. Now for some administrative things that I want to talk about. Number one, we're close to 750 subscribers, and when we hit that, then I will let you know what the rules are. I'll tell you one right away, is that you must be subscribed to the channel, and I must be able to see that you're publicly subscribed to the channel. Otherwise, I will have to pick someone else if you're not. So make sure you go back and publicly subscribe so that I know that you're really here. I've had a lot of people subscribe just for the giveaways, and then they leave, unsubscribe. And I'm trying to avoid that. That's really not fair to the people that are here. So let's do this. What we'll do is that I will pick from the random comment picker, but all those details will come when we get to that point. We're close, so hang in there. If you don't know what the prize is, go back to yesterday's Vlogmas. You'll get to see a big bag of love. I think it's 6 skeins and a couple minis, and I think I've got a pom-pom maker in there. I've got a handy tool. I've got some stitch markers. Yeah, so there's quite a bit there. So that's the first announcement. I think I was trying to make this announcement yesterday and then got waylaid. The second announcement is we're going to be doing knit along, for lack of a better way to say it, in January and February. And the hashtag is going to be hashtag WHIP-B, only one B, not the E, gone 23. WHIP be gone. What we're going to do is anything that you have on your needles as of December 31st, you will be able to enter if you finish it. You'll have 2 months from December 31st to February the 28th to put in as many finished objects from that whip pile. So I'm just telling you, if you want to start a pair of socks before the end of the year, start a hat, start 5 hats, start 5 pairs of socks, however you want to work it. For every finished object, pair of socks, a scarf, a sweater, whatever, you get 1 entry into this. So let's say that you start off January 1st with 15 whips, and you finish 14 of those in those 2 months. You have 14 entries to win. And what I'll do is the old-fashioned way, I'll write down your name, bing, put it in probably a Ziploc so I don't lose it. And then when we're all said and done, I'll pick winners. Okay? I've set up on Ravelry under Recreational Knitting Podcast, the group that I have. I've set up some basic rules at this point and a place where you can start uploading your pictures if you'd like. You can start doing that today. If you have 5 whips that you're not going to finish between now and the end of the year, take a picture, put it on there. And then when you finish that project, then you can put the finished picture on the finished object thread. So, and that's where I'll be getting the names from. And pull out the winners. I think there's going to be at least 2, maybe 3 winners. Haven't figured out what prizes will be yet. That's like 2.5 months away. But anyway, at least I've got this set up now. So please join in. It doesn't cost anything. Hopefully this will motivate you to pick up some of those stitching bags and pull out some of those whips and finish them off. You know who you are, right? Right? You know who you are. I must have 15 or 16. And I will, on January 1st, I will pull out my whip parade and show you all the ones that I'd like to finish. I'd like to think I'd finish, but there's a couple sweaters in there, so we'll see. We'll see. 3 sweaters, actually. So, if you have any questions, put them below. But today's question that I want you to comment on is, do you use colored lights or do you use white lights? It's always not a fight, but I always use white lights. My mother always used white lights. My grandmother used colored lights. My kids, why can't we have colored lights when they were little? So now they have colored lights on their trees. So that's the question. Pretty simple. Participation is important. And on that note, I hope that you knit in joy and in peace today.